It's Red Wizard. I'm gonna go ahead and do some of my physical music collection. If you saw my last video, I talked about Maurice. This man was practically my mentor. He was the first person I went to a legitimate studio with. He taught me how to act in the studio. I'm not gonna completely rehash what I said. If you want to see all that, watch my last video. But shout out Maurice Nesbitt. This is a great album, and I love that I have, a piece of some local hip-hop history and a piece of my own story. I mean, my interactions with Maurice really, shaped how I would act and get stuff done as an artist, so I have to shout him out a lot for that. Also, we got Phases by Chase Atlantic. I literally just got this today, and I ripped it straight to my PS3. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only device I have to play CDs still. But, that works for me. So, got that. We also got Lecrae, Church Clothes Volume 2. I used to be a Christian. I'm not a Christian anymore. In fact, if you listen to my music, you'll see I'm pretty anti-religion, I'm not going to lie. But, with that being said, Lecrae is just a genuinely good Southern hip-hop artist. But when I was a Christian, I was super into Lecrae. In fact, whenever I was younger, listening to Lecrae, I think his album Rebel, I think that's what really, when I was still a Christian, that's what really made me be like, yo, I can make music in this style and talk about something that I feel like I'm allowed to in the context of religion. So Lecrae is a lot of, what kind of pushed me into wanting to fully explore the idea of being a musician. And I've actually met him before. I went on the Anomaly tour, and I thought I had the Anomaly CD, but I don't see it, so I'll have to find it. It's probably in here somewhere, but it was cool. It was a cool tour. That man has some gigantic hands. He pat me on the back, and I thought my heart was going to fly out of my throat, but it was cool. I was probably 14 when I met him, 15. I don't know when Anomaly came out, but it was cool. I've got even though I don't resonate, that's the word I'm looking for. Even though I don't resonate as much with this kind of stuff as I did when I was religious, it is still, it's still good music. It's still hip-hop. I fuck with it. Shout out Lecrae. Also, you can see my pop girly phase when I was younger. We got Ariana Grande, My Everything. This one is so beat up from moving so many times. The back is scratched up, but this has what's the song with The Weeknd on it? Love Me Harder. Yeah, and also Break Your Heart Right Back with Childish Gambino. And then there's an A$AP Ferg feature. I remember seeing this when I was younger, because this came out, 2014? If it came out in 2014, I would have been 14. Yeah, 2014. And I was like, Ariana Grande, her features, she got Big Sean, Childish Gambino, The Weeknd, A$AP Ferg. I was like, I gotta see what's going on over here with Ariana Grande, because that's a crazy feature list. No hate, though. I still like this album. I also have that album ripped to my PS3. I've got a couple more CDs, but they're buried in a closet somewhere. I don't really use them as much. But now let's get to the good stuff. I did forget, though. I have one more CD coming today, actually. I have a CD coming that is Pink Pantheress, Heaven Knows. Pink Pantheress slaps, and that album slaps, so I got that. I also have Bad Omens, their self-titled album, the Bad Omens album. I've got that on the way. If they come soon enough, I'll edit them into the video, but go ahead and add this into the video. But we got the Bad Omens record. Let's fucking go. Bad Omens. And also, we got one more CD. Pink Pantheress, Heaven Knows. They really tried to make this CD case as much like a vinyl case as possible. It flaps open and the CD's in a little thingy. Good shit. Billie Eilish. Oh, it's reacting a little weird to the green screen. It's the cover's yellow. The cover's yellow, but as you can see, how do I do this? How do I do this efficiently? I don't want to mess anything up. This is a red vinyl, and it's gorgeous, and I love it. It has Vinton Staples on it, and it's great. And yeah. In fact, I don't know if this one has Vince Staples on it. It might be the deluxe edition. I don't think this one has Vince Staples, but I haven't listened to it in a long time, I'm not gonna lie. I also covered this in my last video. We got Chase Atlantic, Beauty and Death. I absolutely love Chase Atlantic. They're one of my favorite bands. If you do drugs, like, just being honest, if you do drugs, Chase Atlantic is the soundtrack to doing drugs. I don't think I've ever met anyone who has heard of Chase Atlantic and does drugs that doesn't constantly listen to Chase Atlantic. I mean, I don't care if you want Molly, if you smoking a blunt, if you taking acid, shrooms, like, Chase Atlantic is the way to go. I've actually listened to this album on acid, and it was a vibe. It gets a little depressing, but other than that, I love this fucking album. Because the internet, Childish Gambino. I feel like it's also acting a little weird with the green screen. Look at him. Look at him. Great album. What's it called? Track. It's like 3.earn. That was literally my 7th most listened to song on Apple Music because it's so beautiful. The all of that was gibberish, but I love that song. And also, I'm gonna do a bad thing. Don't grab your vinyls by the edge. Don't pinch them on the edge. But I'm gonna do it real quick. I'm sorry. It's pink. Look. It's a beautiful pink vinyl. It's so pretty. Okay. Don't do that. Don't grab your vinyls by the edge. It's actually not safe. Carol City, I'm coming at the zoo. Zoo. Shout out Denzel Curry. I fucking love this album. I don't care what anybody says. I know multiple people who think this is Denzel Curry's worst album. I'm sorry, you're wrong. This album is so good. It's so good. This is just straight up Floridian shenanigans. It is southern hip hop to its core. It is the epitome of some shit that you want to put on when you're sitting at the kitchen table passing a blunt and playing cards with the screen door open and it's hot as fuck outside and the cicadas won't shut the fuck up. That is this album, and I love it. And also, I'm gonna do it again, I'm sorry. It's got a green... Oh, you can't see. It looks like a normal record in the green screen. That's funny. It's translucent green. And, it's cool as fuck. Miami. Great album. Love this album. Dr. Dre, The Chronic. Because, of course, what hip-hop fan who likes vinyls doesn't have this album? I mean, I don't even know what to say about this album. It's Dr. Dre, The Chronic. You know. We got, Halsey... What is this album called? Manic. It's called Manic. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't like this album. I'm sorry, Halsey. I just don't. Halsey's album, what's the first one called? Badlands? Is that what the first one called? I like the first one, and I love Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. Hopeless Fountain Kingdom is a great album, and I was obsessed with it for a while, and I listened to nothing but that album when it first came out. So I figured I'd give this one a chance, but I don't know, it just doesn't hit the same. It just, like, I don't really know why. I can't really put it into words. I haven't listened to it recently enough to tell you, but coming from someone who was a huge fan of Halsey's first 2 albums, this one just didn't hit for me, but I still got it. Then we got, of course, we got Good Kid, Mad City, Mass Hallucinations, baby. I love this album. This is the concept album. This album made me fall in love with concept albums. This album came out in 2012. I would have been 12. I don't know what month it came out. I might have... Yeah, it would have been 12. And I love it. I love it so much. It's another album I just don't know what to say about it. I mean, the tracks flow into each other like a movie. The skits are hilarious. Also, fun fact, a lot of people don't know, when he tells Kendrick to bring back his Dominoes, he's not talking about pizza. Way too many people think he's talking about pizza. He's not talking about pizza. He's talking about the game, Dominoes. He wants Kendrick to bring back his Dominoes. Why would Kendrick borrow a pizza? I don't know. A lot of people seem to think that. I just wanted to share that little fun fact with you. When he says, Kendrick, bring back my Dominoes, he's talking about the game, Dominoes. Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory. The CD version of this was the first CD I ever owned. My parents gave it to me, and I love it. And nu metal is a great genre. I don't care. You can call it cringe. You can call it butt rock. You can call it stepdad core. I don't care. I love this album. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington. We're coming up on the anniversary of his death because actually, unfortunately, committed suicide on the day of my birthday. I believe it was my 17th birthday, and it's kind of weird how the universe works like that, where this, not to say that Chester Bennington has anything to do with me, because in the big scheme of things he doesn't, but, I mean, he was one of the reasons that I got so into music, and he is someone I looked up to, and I love how he spoke out about mental health and the stuff he had been through, and, I mean, I practically all but idolized this man, and, I saw that news on my birthday, and it was very, I don't even know what word to use. Shocking, I guess. So, rest in peace to the GOAT, Chester Bennington. Shout out Linkin Park. Hybrid Theory. One of the reasons I wanted to go ahead and add, one of the reasons I love vinyls too, is because you can see so much more detail in the cover art. Like, you can't get this up close on streaming services. You can't see all this shit. Someone else who I wouldn't still be making music if it wasn't for them. Maybe I would, but not in the same way. Someone who's inspired me maybe more than anyone else ever has. Mac Miller. This is the Kids tape. I don't think I've listened to this all the way through. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I need to do that. Mac Miller is one of my favorite artists of all time. If not my favorite artist of all time, I'd have to really think about that, but Delusional Thomas is my favorite mixtape of all time, and I know Faces exists, but I like Delusional Thomas more. I like how raw and fucked up and like horror inspired it is, and it's a lot of the reason I make the music the way I do today. But Delusional Thomas is not the only time Mac Miller's in his bag. I think even in the cuts I've heard off of this, like, he's just he's just a very unique persona, and that would continue into my next part of my collection, which is Swimming. Meow. Unfortunately, I do not have the case. I really wish I did. I need to buy a replacement for it, but I do have the sleeves. We got Swimming. It's 2 discs. I absolutely love this album. Come Back to Earth, one of my favorite songs of all time. Self-Care, one of my favorite songs of all time. What's the Use, one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, Swimming just has hit after hit after hit. Next up, we have an album that I'm not even going to lie to you guys, I straight up don't like. Death of a Bachelor by Panic! At the Disco. I just don't like this album, I'm sorry. It's got Emperor's New Clothes on it. Had some friends who really liked that song. At one point, I kind of liked it. I was trying to like grow my vinyl collection, so I was like, I'll cop it. I don't even like Emperor's New Clothes now. It's just not really my vibe. And the rest of this album just kind of sucks. Like, I don't know. I feel bad when I'm being critical of music, because I'm one of those people who believes that if you want to create, that you should, no matter what, no matter who tells you if it's bad or whatever. Like, fuck them, keep going. With that being said, I think this album's bad. Like, Panic! At the Disco is not going to stop selling records and going on tour because I said so, but I just have to be straight up. I'm probably going to sell this record because I just don't like it. So, next up we got Astro. Turn it down, please call. It's Astro World. You know, pretty cool record. Stargazing, the beat switch on Stargazing. Wow, I literally just did the Stargazing. I did the nerd emoji thing. Stargazing, the beat switch on Stargazing goes fucking crazy. Stop Trying to Be God is a great song. Sicko Mode, obviously. Yeah, I mean, this is just another album that's good if you do drugs. I feel like you can look at my vinyl record and be like, yeah, that motherfucker smokes weed. Last but certainly not least, and also not last because, like I said, I ordered a bunch of vinyls. I've got Bad Omens on the way today, and then I've got a couple other ones that are coming. Like, There Existed an Addiction to Blood. I'm supposed to get that one sometime next week by Clipping, one of my favorite albums of all time. But anyways, last one I actually physically have right now is 21 Pilots' Blurry Face. This album is a bit dated. It's definitely not as good as I thought it was when I was 15. Which, no offense to 21 Pilots whatsoever. I'm not saying they make music for teenagers. Like, Trench by 21 Pilots, great album to this day. Their newest album, I think it's called Clancy, love that album. In fact, I really want to get that one on vinyl. This one, there's a couple songs, like Heavy Dirty Soul, Doubt, Polarize, like, those songs, they still hit today, but some, like Stressed Out feels a little cheesy now, I'm not gonna lie. But I still really like this album, and I still quote this album all the time. I mean, the song "The Judge." Anytime we're playing Cards Against Humanity, and it's someone's turn to be the judge, me and my wife both, "You the judge? Oh no, set me free," because of this record. Then also, fun fact: actually, I got my turntable because on mine and my wife's 3rd anniversary, I believe it was her anniversary gift to me. It was my turntable, and she bought me this record. And this was the only record I owned because I bought it before with the intention to get a turntable soon. And she felt so bad. She was like, "Oh, I bought you the record you already had." And I was like, "No, first of all, that other record was actually scratched up when we moved apartments. Second of all, I think it's a testament to how well we know each other that the one album I decided to buy prematurely to getting my turntable is the album that she got for me with the turntable." Like, yeah. And also, it has this really cool, like, you can pull out, there's, like, multiple layers of these pictures that you can pull out for the artwork, but it's too fucking complicated to put them back in, so I'm gonna leave them for now. But it's a really cool way to like, uniquely display the cover of this album. But yeah, that is my physical music collection. I may pull a Fantano and occasionally post, like, update videos with new stuff I get, just because that sounds fun. So let me know in the comments if you would like for me to do that, if you would like for me to continue making these videos about vinyls I've got. And also let me know some vinyls you've got or some vinyls you really want, because I just love talking about this kind of stuff. Right now I think my most sought after is Ethel Cain's Preacher's Daughter. That vinyl is like $36, which is a bit much. I usually try to buy vinyls in the $25-$30 range. Getting up to the 40s is a little high, but I just love that album so much. And also Oil of Every Pearl's Uninsides by Sophie. That's another one where the special, like, translucent record is $60, which is a lot. But at the same time, you know, Rip Sophie, legend. I really want that album. So, you know, there's definitely that collector in me kind of wants those limited editions. But yeah, thank you for watching, and bye.